Put your eyes back in your head.
I felt like flavors.
What, nigga?
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, people? This is the Grand Inquisitor, the Grand Awakening, the Grand Motherfucker, the Grand Goat, the Grand Sheep, and the Grand Holder of the Coat. Your boy, Mad Mike. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but it sounds good to me. All right, so um, got some, a few things to get off our chest. Obviously, it's the it's game day, bitches. It's game day, bitches. It's game day, bitch. It's game day, bitch. Yeah, baby, it's game day. How you doing, Sonya? How you doing? Oh man. Um, Derek, how you doing? Look, y'all in for a treat today. Yeah, y'all in for a treat today. Yeah. You read it right. You read it right. So we gonna talk about this. But first, you know, we're gonna talk about some things. What's going on, Millie Mills, Derek, Sonia, Siggs, Kevin Grady, Jeremy, what's going on? The talented Mr. Ripley, what's going on? Um, we got a lot of stuff that's gonna be talked about. No, you look, Mike don't troll. Mike give you. I don't do no trolling. That's one thing I don't do. I don't do trolling. All the time. But I don't do no trolling, y'all. So what y'all see is what y'all see. This is a real situation. This ain't trolling. Yeah, I'm just responding to a few things that have been said. Not only said by the Atlanta Falcons fan base, but the media. So the thing is that I want to bring to light is something, you know, you got to talk about. Some people don't like to talk it. I want to give me something to talk about. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Um, Trick, what's going on? CM Frazier, John Rozier, how y'all doing today? Um, like I said, man, I come up with real scenarios, but the scenarios is based off what you guys have said. And when I mean you guys, I mean the media, the fan base, the things that I've seen, people that's not fans but claim to be fans. Right? This is based off things that you've said and you've posted some things on. So when it come down to it, um, I need to post a picture on here real quick, so y'all just bear with Mad Mike right quick. Yeah, trying to post a picture, and so again, y'all just bear with me for a second because I have to do this before I get started because I think this is very important. Um, where come on, yo, because condolences. Here we go. I think there we go, pimping. I think we got it. I think we got it, y'all. There we go. I think we got it, y'all. Is it uploading, y'all? Is it uploading? I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. Yeah, there we go. All right. So now we can get up. All right. So first, before I start with the show, I have to say this, and like I said, this is very important. I want to give a heartfelt condolences to Mr. Tito Jackson. He passed away the age of 70 today, and that's Michael Jackson's older brother, a member of the Jackson Five, the guitarist. Um, yeah, man. Um, so I think not only in our parents' generation, but like the Jackson Five, the Jacksons, um, they've been an intricate part of just entertainment. So much of the things that they've done in Hollywood, man, and just not like I said, not just Hollywood, man. They it's they gave us a lot of freaking memories. And like I said, the movies, the videos, the music, everything in itself. So, like I said, want to give that heartfelt condolences to Mr. Tito Jackson and the Jackson family for the loss of their brother. But he is now reunited with his father and his brother. So shout out to them. So I see we got some skanks in here. They ain't got no fucking life. Yeah, these motherfuckers uh out here running a damn parade. Okay, a damn parade. We talking about having a damn parade for beating the damn. Y'all beat the damn Cowboys and act like y'all don't want a damn Super Bowl. Well, this is why y'all. This is why y'all get laughed at. A damn Super Bowl. Y'all out here having a whole fucking parade because you beat the damn Cowgirls, who known to be absolute crap. Okay. No, 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 no. We don't do clickbait over here. We have whole conversations, little dick sucker. Yeah, Big Sam, and I said what I said. Um, uh, I hear running a goddamn parade. They out here goddamn marching bands and fucking throwing shit in the air and marching like they fucking at if like they damn in college or something. I hear playing the damn trombone and all this shit because y'all beat the fucking Cowboys in week 2. Well, y'all are a funny bunch. Motherfucker got a pity Super Bowl and think y'all motherfucker the shit. Ain't did shit since y'all had the goddamn spike your goddamn punches like you goddamn a superhero or some shit. You know how you know how the damn superheroes got a I don't know if y'all seen Terminator Deep Fate, Dark Fate, where the Terminator had to put all this concoction together and stuff like that. That's what the fuck happened to that's what happened to the Saints in 2000. What the hell was 2009? Shit, y'all talking about all these years ago, and y'all still counting on that shit. Y'all got to put concoctions together just so y'all can be ready for a football game. But we supposed to be up here. We supposed to bow down to that bullshit, man. Sit your goofy ass down. But enough, enough about them ain'ts because they ain't worth it. I mean, they know they ain't even worth it. But no, we don't do clickbait over here. But let me get in the first topic. Before I get into the main topic, because I want to get this out of the way. Um, because I got something to say about this. It's pretty disgusting to be honest. Um, How this is just how. Just how people. I don't I tell you guys this every year. Okay? It's gonna be real quick. But I gotta say this. What in the fuck did I witness in Kentucky? Okay? Georgia Bulldog, what in the blue hell did I witness in Kentucky? That was a total crap fest. Okay? To have Kirby Smart. You the number one team in the country and you're struggling to score 10 points against freaking Kentucky? Are we serious, yo? All that talent you have on the offense, and you bring this damn moron Mike Bobo back after he was absolute crap to begin with, got fired from the job that he got hired as a head coach, and you bring him back just to come back and put up a fucking offensive game like that? What the hell? What the hell? Are you serious? Kentucky got their ass handed to by South Carolina, and you put up a poor. This is one of the most. This is so Kirby Smart, and this happens every freaking year offensively. He takes everything for granted. He allows the offensive coordinator to come in there and do whatever he want to do, and then he say, "Oh, by the way, I don't think this working." And then you wonder why you get held out of certain situations because you put up a poor offensive effort. And you allow teams that shouldn't be hanging around to hang around. Sound familiar, don't it? Yeah, it happens every year. So I gotta say, Kirby Smart, I'm so sick and tired of your shit. I really am sick and tired of your crap. It's time to get rid of Mike Bobo. All right, and stop this RPO crap. Passing, it's about 15 screens. You got an 8, 9 man in the boxes. You up here running You up here running draws right into the teeth of their defense, which is the best part of their defense. Their defensive line and defensive tackle. It's just atrocity. So I gotta get. I don't want to hear nothing about no SEC. Y'all can kiss my natural ass about that because I'm not hearing that. You talking about Kentucky? Kiss my natural black ass. All right, if it was black, all right, kiss it. I don't want to hear that shit. Kirby Smart is a fucking idiot, and he does this shit all the time. Granted that he has one of the best defensive recruits and he's one of the best recruits. He does this goofy shit every year. So it shouldn't be this way. Every year we talk about this. Kirby not doing what's necessary and make the necessary adjustments offensively. He don't come into the he doesn't come into the season that way. He works shit to get the absolute worst for him to make changes. So this gotta sit your goofy ass down award. It goes to Kirby Smart. I just got to give a shout out to Georgia Tech, and I know a lot of people. It's like, Mike, how you gonna be a Georgia? Well, yeah, Georgia Bulldog fan, but I got to give a shout out to Georgia Tech for putting up 50 something points because Georgia couldn't even put up 20 points. So I got to give a shout out to Georgia Tech for putting up 59. Granted, it was a cupcake, but at least they did that. Okay, they did that. They did exactly what they were supposed to do, go in there and destroy that cupcake. But if they could put up 59 and Georgia can't put up 20, I got to give them a shout out. So shout out to Georgia Tech. All right. So I got those out of the way. And I think this is something that we need to speak on as well. All right. The thing is what in the blue hell is going on with these quarterbacks? Anybody want to tell me? What the hell is going on with quarterbacks? Yeah. No, we're gonna talk about that. What the hell is going on with quarterbacks? We say so many bad and so much bad football. and this is something that we've been speaking on, especially myself. We've been speaking on about quarterback play. Now, bad quarterback play has been all around. All right. So we're going to look at a few numbers as it pertains to the quarterback position. And I'm just going to focus on the NFL right now because I think that's obviously the most logical. But we're looking at the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Let's start with the Dallas Cowboy game. Anybody know this guy? I just wanna just ask you guys this question. Anybody know this guy named Dakota Rain Scott Preen? Anybody want to know him? Anybody know Rain Scott? Right? Y'all know him? Y'all know Dakota Rain? Oh, okay. So he had one of the worst. We talking about that oh God, that was an absolute atrocity when you talk about the New Orleans Saints. And that's another thing. New Orleans Saints think they did something because they beat the Dallas Cowboys. And you have a guy that got $60 million to play like this, to play like absolute horse crap. Okay? Threw 2 interceptions. And I'm talking about these interceptions, these turnovers for a valid reason, which is going to lead me to the what? The Falcons game, the topic at hand. So go to the next game. And this is a guy. Maybe you guys maybe you Falcons fans will know this guy, but he plays for the Baltimore Ravens. This Baltimore Ravens said quarterback is let me see if I can get his name right. L A Mar L.A. Mar. Anybody know him? L.A. Mar let me read that again. L Lamar. Oh, okay. Lamar Jackson. That's his name. Okay, yeah. All right. So his name is Lamar Jackson. Anybody know Lamar Jackson? Anybody know that guy? Yeah, Lamar Jackson, 21 to 34, 247 yards, a touchdown, and threw an interception. So this guy is the 2-time MVP. And this guy is making horrendous mistakes. We're talking about throwing the ball out of bounds, and look, he's just doing all types of dumb stuff. So quarterback play around the league has just been absolute awful. Okay, we're talking about some of the best quarterbacks too. And then we're going to go to Jacksonville. Let's go to Jacksonville. How you doing, C Electrician? What's going on? We're going to go to this team too. We're gonna go to the Browns and the Jaguars. I'm gonna bring up Deshaun Watson, guy that's making $50 million a year, 22-34, 186 yards passing. Sounds good, doesn't it? For a guy that's making $50 million. Then we go to another guy that's making even more money than him. And his name is Trevor Lawrence. Anybody know him? Trevor Lawrence, 14 of 30, 220 yards, no touchdown, no interceptions, sack 4 times. Okay, so that's one game. And then we go to the Tennessee Titans against the New York Jets, and Aaron Rodgers, 18 to 30, 176 yards. Granted, he had 2 touchdowns, but he had 176 yards. And then you look at Will Levis. Oh God, you talking about terrible. 19 to 28 and 192 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But he had a couple of plays in that game. You just look at him like, boy, what in the bloody hell did I just see? And then we have one of the reigning, defending guys that was supposed to be Joe Montana-esque. Anybody know who that guy is? Mr. Brock Purdy. Yeah, he's out here, got sacked 6 times. They paid their left tackle how much money? Yeah, I think they paid him a good little money amount of money. And then Brock Purdy, these guys got beat by a quarterback that that most people thought that was a bust. And he looked like absolute crap. And this team is the San Francisco 49ers. So we're seeing bad play from some pretty good quarterbacks. Okay, we're seeing this from very good quarterbacks. And then let's go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. And I'm saying all this for a reason. So just bear with me. This man, 34-55, no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Okay? And this Jared Goff, he looked like absolute horse crap. So you got a guy like Jared Goff that's throwing 2 interceptions. And then you got the Colts. Whew. Good God Almighty. You got the Colts, and I'm going to look at Richardson, 17-34, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. So this is some. Oh, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Don't worry about that. Okay? We're going to get to that. I promise you we're going to get to that, Millie Mills. So we're looking at the Panthers, 18-26. Now look at this number. This is, oh God, this is so bad. 18-26, 84 yards and the interceptions. You're talking about 18 passes, and this dude could barely get 100 yards out of 18 passes. He's averaging 3.2 yards per pass. No, this is not a joke, y'all. 18 of 26, and he averaged 3 yards per pass. That's pretty bad. Okay, and I'm saying all of this for a reason. And then we go to another team that actually won the game. And I'm going to stop at this particular game because I think this is exactly where the new topic comes at hand. This guy is called let's see, y'all. I can't. Here's my reading. My readers ain't too good right now. So let me see if I can pronounce this guy's game again. Just hold on. Let me sound it out. Damn. All right. Let me see if I can get help from Google. Google. How do you pronounce this guy? It's called Justinfields. Anybody know how to pronounce this guy's name? I can only spell his name. Anybody know how to? That's what it is. It's Justina. Thank you, John. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Okay. So this guy in Justin Fields was 13-20. Not a bad average, but 117 yards passing, 1 touchdown, sacked 2 times. And he did fumble the ball. So Tanky Poo, yeah, I think you're wrong again. This is why you're going to forever be Tanky Poo, because you don't know what you're talking about. But you grab on them nut sacks like you're hungry for hippos, all right? But that's a whole nother story, okay? So this guy gets praised. These guys get praised for doing the exact same thing that Mr. Kirk Cousins does. But only in Atlanta, where the fans are trying to run him out of town. Huh? We run this guy out of town for having the exact same numbers not only Justin Fields had, not only every quarterback that's making damn near $50 million in the league. These guys are making $50 million a year to put up less than 200 fucking yards. And I'm, as a Atlanta Falcon fan, is supposed to throw everything that we built in the last couple of years away when these guys are getting paid more than Kirk Cousins, and I'm supposed to throw Kirk Cousins in the trash for what? This is 2 weeks in a row. We played one game where the offense didn't live up to our expectations, and never mind the fact that even your boy, the great Patrick Mahomes, and like I said, I love some Patrick Mahomes. But what I always say about quarterback, anybody know why I say about quarterbacks? Why quarterbacks get paid the big money, the big time money? It's to make big plays in the big moments. So you can look at the interception, look at the turnovers, but if you're not making big plays in big moments, why am I paying you $50 million? Gibson, how you doing, sir? But this is what I say. We can look at numbers, but if you're not making these big plays in big moments, and by the way, there was a pass interference. You can't be draped over a guy's back before the ball actually gets there. That's called a pass interference. So anybody that says that, oh, they got bailed out, you're a moron. You can't be draped over a wide receiver's back before the ball gets there, okay? That's called pass interference. Okay? So the reason why I'm saying that these things, and let me say this real quick. No, the defense is putting these guys in position. Okay? Not him. If you think that less than 200 yards a game, okay? We're talking about less than 200 yards a game. This guy is less than 300. Anything less than 300 for an NFL team is pretty bad. He's barely getting 250 yards total. And y'all think that that's supposed to be good? When the Pittsburgh Steelers started to play better teams and teams started to really find their groove, you think putting up less than 250 yards a game is good enough for you guys to what? Even Trent Dilfer was doing better than that. So one of the things, like I said before, one of the things when we talk about having to calm down, okay, we got to calm down with this nonsense, bro. Every time things doesn't go our way, every time a guy have a bad performance, we want to get rid of and trash him. So we're going to talk about getting rid of Kirk Cousins. We're going to talk about this because a lot of people don't know if that was to be the case. If that were to be the case, anybody know the ramifications of said guy to be traded, given away? Anybody know the ramifications of being to trade him away? The ramifications of trading away said Kirk Cousins in year one, year two, it's going to cost you a close to what? Let me see this again. You're talking about a cap hit. Whoo, boy. Yeah, that's going to be that's going to be over $30 million in cap hit. Because in my opinion, if you're going to do that, I'm not willing to get rid of defensive guys that we just got. We're talking about guys like Jesse Bates, Grady Jarrett, David Onyemata, these guys. We won't be able to afford these types of guys. We won't be able to afford a Tyler Algier. We wouldn't be able to afford any offensive lineman for the most part. We got to figure out how we're going to renegotiate even Chris Lindstrom's deal because that's $30-40 million in dead cap. And dead cap that you're going to have to deal with. So some guys got to go, and most likely it's going to be a big time guy. So in my opinion, if we want a new quarterback, this is the scenario that I have for you guys. All right. So I'm about to put dude in timeout. We're not about to have them conversations again. All right. Nobody said nothing about no Desmond Ritter, okay? So we're not doing that. If you can't talk about the conversations at hand, we're not doing this. All right. We're going to talk about the conversation at hand. This is a new day. It's a new day. Yes, it is. All right. So the most likely scenario, in my opinion, and the best scenario for the Atlanta Falcons, if fans want Kirk Cousins gone that bad, y'all believe that he's done, that he's injury prone, no team is going to be foolish enough to take on an injured veteran quarterback that is making $30 to $40 million plus. Okay? No team is going to take on a guy that is injury prone. Okay? No team. No team is going to be foolish enough to take on a guy that is dealing with an Achilles injury that say that y'all saying we will see that he's still injured. Hopefully he's not, but we don't know for certain. Kurt says he feels okay. The team says he feels okay. The doctor says he feels okay, but we will see. As time goes on, we will see. I can only take him for his word for it. Right? I can only take it. But when we talk about a quarterback, you're not going to be able to get rid of him for anything valuable. So the question I have for you guys, what do you guys think that the Falcons would be able to take or to get for Kirk Cousins if they were to trade for Kirk Cousins? That if they were to trade Kirk Cousins, what do you guys think that would be the most I want to say valuable, but what's the most that a team would be willing to give up for a guy like Kirk Cousins? Because this is the thing. We want to be able to give this team the best opportunity, and every team wants to give their team the best opportunity to win games. You want to be able to give your team the best opportunity to win games, and you want to give your team the best opportunity to bring in more talent. So what are you willing to give up for Kirk Cousins should he be traded by the Atlanta Falcons? What do you think a team is willing to give up for a quote-unquote injured quarterback? And that's the topic at hand. Mr. Ripley says a third and a role player at best. So a third round draft pick, you got to take on the money. You got to take on that money. And I think that even that's too high, to be honest. I think that's too high. Nobody's giving up a third round pick and then have to pay his contract on top of it. Nobody's going to do that. I don't see anybody doing that because no team wanted to take on Justin Fields' contract. So when you look at Justin Fields, a guy that he wasn't making nowhere near Kirk Cousins making right now, they couldn't get a second round pick. They couldn't even get a third round pick. they couldn't get a 4th-round pick for Justin Fields. And he was making less money. So if you look at the real, we're talking about, realistically, looking at Kirk Cousins, him making $40 million plus, what team is going to give you a 3rd and take on this contract? See, and that's the thing. Gotta be we gotta be realistic. So when it comes down to it, it's not whether or not, and this is the thing, it doesn't matter. You gotta take, because the general consensus when it comes down to Kirk Cousins, to not only the media but the fans, is that he's injured. So if Kirk Cousins is injured, like the media says, and with this, these are hypothetical situations, but if he is injured and he's still injured, why would a team give you a 3rd-round pick for injured quarterback and then taking on his contract? Realistically, that's not going to happen. I'm going to give you a 3rd-round pick for an injured quarterback that's making $40+ million a year. No team is going to do that. Justin Fields, for the most part, is a completely healthy quarterback. He still has time to improve. So why would I pay for a injured quarterback when I can have a young, healthy quarterback and I can keep the money on top of it? So that's the thing we're talking about. So why is Michael Penix in this situation? All right, why is Michael Penix in this situation even coming up? Well, let's be realistic. If Falcons fans don't think Kirk Cousins, how many of you guys right now, okay? How many of you guys think that Kirk Cousins is that guy for the Atlanta Falcons? Do you personally believe, based on the first game that we've seen, okay? Based on the first game that we've seen with Kirk Cousins in this Atlanta Falcons offense, do you think he's the guy that's meant to lead the Atlanta Falcons or can lead the Atlanta Falcons to the playoffs based on what we've seen? Well, that's not true, Strep. He actually can plant the back foot. I don't know where you got that lie, but Kirk actually on the touchdown pass to Kyle Pitts, he actually was scrambling to the left side, planted and threw it. So the thing is, does he have confidence in it? Probably not 100% confidence, but you look at Aaron Rodgers and you look at a lot of quarterbacks around the league who's dealing with injuries. These guys are still coming back mentally from it. So physically he may be okay, but mentally that might be the issue. And I'm never one to disregard the fact that maybe Kirk Cousins isn't mentally there 100%. So he's their best option for 2 years. Kirk is still the guy, period. Kirk Cousins can be that guy to lead us to the playoff, but not the Super Bowl. I believe just one game, Kirk is the guy to lead us. In fact, so everybody think he's that guy. So if he is that guy to lead us, do we know this? What we're going to get from Michael Penix Jr.? Because I have another question for you guys. So if Kirk Cousins is that guy, are you guys willing to wait for this team to find itself? Because a lot of people in here, and I'm not going to say their name, but they start with a TANK, all they care about is winning. They understand that this is a process. And even in the process, things doesn't go the way that you may foresee or you may have planned out. Nobody likes losing. But even when you have these, you think Minnesota didn't, you thought they planned on having their quarterback going out for the year? No, they didn't. Things happen. So when you look at it, we talking about Kirk Cousins, and we're talking about a number of quarterbacks around the league. Are you guys willing to wait? Strapped up says of course he's willing, not tripping off a few. Okay. I am, because I'm tired of doing things half-ass. I don't know what you mean, Christy. I didn't do anything. As much as I love Matt Ryan, I'm not sure because offensive line get. And yes, I am. Hell, Eli won the Super Bowl in 8-8. I'm down for the process. So most of the people, and I'm not sure if I believe this from everybody, but quite a few people that I've seen in here on a regular basis, you guys have been nothing but honest. But let's just keep it real. Falcons fans are not willing to wait. Okay? They want to win right now. I hear this shit all the time where we talk about, no, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of losing. We need to get the quarterback in here. I'm tired of losing. So the typical Falcons fans is not, y'all are not, okay? Y'all not willing to sit down and look at another 7-10 or 8-9 or 9-8 season. Let's keep that real. So don't even waste your fucking time typing some nonsense saying you willing to wait, because I know for a fact that most Atlanta Falcons fans are not willing to wait, because most of y'all are Georgia Bulldogs fans, and you look at Georgia Bulldogs, you think everything apply. What the Georgia Bulldogs do is shit. Why shouldn't the Hawks be doing it? Why shouldn't the Falcons be doing it? Why shouldn't the Braves be like the Bulldogs? So you guys are not willing to sit up here and wait the process. So a lot of people are tired. Okay. A lot of people are tired of losing. So, well, you really don't know me. You really have not been watching this. You haven't been watching me long if you say that stupid shit. Okay. Close to 7 years, no playoffs. There is a such thing as understanding what the process is and being realistic. See, if this were a team where we have the same head coach, the same offensive coordinator, the same quarterback, but this team is ever changing. We just changed the process from 3 years ago. This is a totally different team. So my expectations for this team is not the same expectations when we had Arthur Smith, because Arthur Smith is no longer here. So I don't look for this team to finally get over that playoff hump. Now, do I want to win? Of course, everybody wants to win. But I understand the process. Y'all hear me say this all the time. This is why I don't do predictions, because things change. This is a completely different team. You have a completely different play caller in Zach Robinson, who's ultimately in his first full year of calling plays. He's called plays before, but he hasn't been the guy full time. So when you look at that, you got a first year quarterback, in this system, a first year offensive coordinator, trying to figure out where he likes guys and where guys like the ball, how they like the ball, what types of plays that they like. So when you look at all of that in itself, I don't have the expectations of the Atlanta Falcons of winning right away because again, you got for the most part, this is, and I know people have said this before, but I don't agree with it. Well, Raheem Morris, he's been a head coach before. Yeah, he has. But he wasn't prepared for that opportunity. He was thrown in the fire. He was thrown in the fire. The exact same thing, not exactly, but it's kind of what Arthur Smith, he was kind of thrown into it. Arthur Smith didn't have $100+ million that he can spend in the offseason because Julio Jones and all these guys, for the most part, the Falcons were rebuilding. And this is the same thing with Raheem for the most part. A little bit different, but now he has the opportunity to build the team the way that he wants to build it as a head coach. Arthur Smith didn't have that opportunity. Dan Quinn had that opportunity to build the team how he wanted, and guess what happened? He turned around in 2 years. Year one with the Atlanta Falcons with Kyle Shanahan, everybody's saying Kyle Shanahan needed to be fired, including myself. But year two, they changed it around. They ended up going to a Super Bowl. So when you look at Raheem Morris and look at what his team is right now, like I don't have the same expectations of the Falcons have to win. I would like them to win, but I don't think they have to win. Because this team is just fighting themselves. We have Mooney. We have Ray McLeod. Yeah, we have Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier. We have the offensive line. And for the most part, those guys are still, but like, this is a completely different new offense. This is a completely different new defense. So when you look at all of these things that goes into, like, I don't have that expectation. So I'm saying all this to say that if Kirk Cousins is that guy for the Atlanta Falcons, if he is that guy for the Atlanta Falcons, the most logical thing to do in this particular moment is to do what? You got to trade the rookie. Because fans want to win now. And you trade the rookie, why? Because fans want to win now. If you want to win now, you are not going to be able to get much for Kirk Cousins. Why? Because teams still think he's hurt. Players, I don't know if players think that, but the fans, the media, they think he's hurt. So you're not going to be able to get much from Kirk Cousins, especially at this age when he's already talking about retirement in a couple of years. Teams already know that Kirk is talking about retirement after a couple of years. They know that. So if you can't get a first, second, or even a third for Kirk, he stays. And the logical thing at this particular moment is to do what? You got a young stud right there. Teams are already looking for quarterbacks. They want him. My thing is, I'm trading away. I'm getting rid of Michael Penix immediately. Why? Because I want to win now. And I know I can get at least a first round, a second round, and maybe a fourth. And some team may be foolish enough to give you 2 first-round picks for them. So when you talk about it, it's like, what's the most logical way for the Atlanta Falcons to win right now? It's to trade Michael Penix away, get a dominant defensive lineman, or you can do something like this. And I know, like I said, I know this probably gonna mess y'all head up. Because we don't know what Kyle Pitts is right now. And his contract is coming up. And then maybe in a couple years, you don't know what Drake London is going to be. There's a guy in Cincinnati right now that's looking for a way out. He don't look happy at all in Cincinnati. So what I would do, I'm trading him away. Trading him away. I'm finding my way to get rid of because Chase is a good guy. I mean, he's a good receiver. I think he's one of the best wide receivers in the league. You bring in a young quarterback, or you get a good, like I said, you get a guy, you got a, you get a good defensive guy out of it. You get a couple of picks. But if I want to win now, and this is what I'm talking about. It's not for the future. I'm talking about winning now because Falcons fans want to win now. They don't want to wait. They don't want to talk about the process. They don't want to enjoy the process in itself of development. Y'all don't want to wait. So what am I waiting for? If I could get Chase, if I can turn around, if I can get one of the best wide receivers in the game right now with the Kirk Cousins, y'all say that he's healthy. And I can get one of the best wide receivers in the game, what am I holding on the Kyle? Why am I holding on to Michael Penix? If I want to win now, like most fans want, why am I holding on to Michael Penix? Because even him as a quarterback, this is going to be a 2 to 3 year process for him to find himself as a quarterback. If he's not an elite quarterback, if he's not a special quarterback. So again, the logical thing to do for the Atlanta Falcons is to go get Jamar Chase if they can. Find a way to get some draft picks for Michael Penix or trade Michael Penix for a defensive stud that wants to get paid. So if you guys want to stay on that particular, yeah, if y'all want to keep that mindset as the Atlanta Falcons have to win right now, and it's not a process that we, for the most part, are dealing with a young defensive coordinator in Jimmy Lake, who's young himself, and he's in the first year as a defensive coordinator in Jimmy Lake that no one's talking about. And then 2, you have a young offensive coordinator and Zach Robinson. Both of these guys young. If y'all don't want to accept the fact that this is going to be a process, and yes, we are trying to win, but it's still a process, then why are we hanging on to Michael Penix? I like that scenario, but if we get Jamar Chase, you still don't make it from all those moves. What those fans gonna say? Like again, that's the thing. So at the end of the day, it's a process. So at the end of the day, man, from what I've seen from quarterbacks, and I've been telling you guys for quite some time, that you look at this particular state of quarterbacks, even in college, quarterback play has just been so bad. It's because they're not teaching these guys properly. Even you look at Colorado with Shador, that Carson Beck, like these guys have had some bad games, man. And these guys are hella talented. So the quarterback position in itself. And I know a lot of people say, well, it's the talent. No, I don't think it's the talent. It's the lack of teaching these guys properly. I mean, but look, at the end of the day, does that matter? That don't matter because there's no guarantee, even if Michael Penix get in, that you're gonna win. So essentially, at the end of the day, it's either wait the process up or just be mad. Just be mad. You're gonna be mad regardless. So we don't want to get rid of Kirk Cousins because it's gonna hurt our pockets. We don't want to get rid of Michael Penix because if something happened to him, we want to keep another quarterback as it. But what if things are not? What if the Atlanta Falcons end up losing 2 games in a row? Are we right back? Because of what I'm seeing from a lot of these content creators, they already saying, Falcons need to trade Kirk Cousins. They're already saying that. So what is it? We can't have it both. You can't have it both ways. You can't say we have to win now. I'm tired of winning. I'm tired of losing. We gotta win. And then, not understand this is a process. Y'all want to hurry the process up, but win at the same time. And a lot of times that's unrealistic. And that's the thing too. And I'm glad to see you back, brother. But that's the thing too with Miami. Like with Tua possibly retiring. I hope he does because I do not want to see that shit again, what I saw. I hope he does retire, but like even with him, you never know what Miami might be thinking. Look, they probably need a quarterback and they want to win. They want to try to win something. And they're already used to not get the hell out of here. What the hell are you doing in here?
Hello, and
Oh my
great,
god.
Michael. I, I just, I just came here so I won't be fined.
Oh god, y'all.
I mean,
So
damn.
I see. I was having a good one, and then this man just comes in here and interrupts.
No one knows I'm here but you.
No, they know you here now. So all I'm saying, you just can't have it both ways. I think. Yes, it's the OG, y'all. It's the OG.
Great morning to everyone out there. Great Monday morning. Blessings to all.
So my thing is OG. Like I said, Falcons fan want it both ways. They want to win right off the bat, but they don't want to trade away the young talent to be able to get better talent in here, the elite talent. So my thing is like, what's the most likely scenario in your opinion when it comes down to like this Atlanta Falcon team? Because you got a veteran quarterback in in Kirk Cousins, and then you got a young stud in there, but everybody wants to win now, but they don't want to. They don't want to think about the process. They don't want to think about the process of development if Michael Penix come in. So if you don't want to think about the process of development, why the hell are we keeping Michael Penix around if y'all want to win now?
Well, see, the thing about winning now means all bets are off. You got to do whatever you got to do to win now. You got a guy in Kirk Cousins that's under contract technically for 4 years. And we are paying. Well, the organization is paying him $180 million to do. excuse me, to do so. Our insurance policy right now, and a guy that you can have, we can slowly develop is Michael Penix. But if someone I mean, if it means us winning right now, and we get the right deal, and it involves Michael Penix. Like, what are you suggesting? You suggesting what's the hypothetical here? What
The-
draft a player now? What?
See, my suggestion is, for one, everybody, the general consensus around the media and the fan base is that Kirk Cousins is hurt. So if he's a damaged product, no team is going to give you a a first, second, or even a third for an injured guy, and then you have to take on that contract. Like, that's not happening. Most teams, that they didn't want to take on Justin Fields, what, 10, 15 million or something like that. I forget what the number it was exactly, but they declined his. So you're not going to get much from Kirk Cousins. So the logical and the most valuable piece with the Atlanta Falcons right now, it has to be Michael Penix, because with the bad quarterback play around here, like, teams are going to be looking for quarterbacks. And obviously, when they drafted Penix, everybody was like, "Oh my God, the Falcons stole our guy." So obviously he has value. So with that guy,
Florida, right? He is from Florida.
I believe so. Hold on, I believe so. I believe he is from Florida.
Back of the future, because I think Tua needs to be done. If he's not done, he says he don't plan to retire. I throw the line out there with them. I mean, and if they talk about offering multiple first round picks, multiple first round picks, or just multiple picks, period, that makes sense. And we're in win now mode. We can always find another quarterback within the next 2 years. Again, like we got Cousins for 3 years, for at least at the very worst, we got Cousins through the end of next year. So, according to Cousins and according to the organization, there's nothing wrong with his legs. So, I mean, I know what people are thinking. People thinking, you know, you got to think about it. You know what our fan base, Mike, they're going to always think the worst. And they're going to think the absolute worst. And the absolute worst after last week is Cousins is obviously hurt, and and then that's why we should have got more reps. Well, if Cousins is hurt, do y'all think for 1 minute, had we played our ones and twos in the preseason, was going to play?
Right.
I'm just trying to make sense of a lot of the rants that's going on. But at the end of the day, if he's our most valued piece right now, and we're trying to win right now, all they got to do is just look at what the Braves did.
Yeah.
The Braves
Yeah.
went to win it, and they won it.
Yeah.
And this is a team that has a ring in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Two teams got a ring in the city, and that's the Braves and the Atlanta United. So if we got to do what we got to do to get a ring, and Michael Penix got to be, it got to be at his expense. You can't miss what you ain't had. We ain't had nothing. We ain't been able to see him on the field in the regular season game. I know this is what a lot of folks don't want to hear, but you got to take all emotions out of it. When it comes to winning, all bets are off. You go out there, what you got to do to win. I mean, if that means we got to get rid of a valued asset, and we're going to get multiple picks. So that means, let's hypothetically say somebody offer us 3 first rounders. So that means we will have the next 3 years we will have 2 first round picks for the next 3 years. Those in the NFL, day one picks are extremely valuable. So if that's an option, let's go on and move them.
Mm-hmm.
If that's an option, let's go on and move them. Listen, I like the prospects of Michael Penix, but it ain't about my feelings. It's about doing what we got to do to win right now. If you want to, hey, you got to give something to get something.
Yeah.
That's just.
We've seen that before, and and again, this scenario is based on if you want to win now. So I know a lot of people out here, They're saying this is um, a scenario that's not likely to happen. But this conversation is based on winning now. Okay, and that's what it comes down. You got to do if the objective for the Atlanta Falcons right now is to win now, then you have to look at the most valuable pieces on this team right now. And right now, I like with a Grady Jarrett coming off an ACL injury. You look at AJ Terrell, who just got paid. Those guys are clearly off the market because who's really paying those? Like you don't know what you're going to get with Grady long term. You know what you're getting for AJ Terrell, and that's a huge contract on top of that. And then you look at offensive line. I mean, the only guy that's like valuable for our offensive line is Matt Bergeron, and he hasn't gotten paid yet. And you look at Kyle Pitts. I still think he's going to have a phenomenal season, but it's still, you know, whether or not he's going to be the guy that we think he's going to be. And like I said, Drake London, he's still young, so maybe you could trade Drake London for something because again, it's about the value of the players that you have, and a lot of the value that the players have. We got another guy in here. Mucho kind of brought his name up, and I wasn't going to say this, but it's Tyler Algier. I think he has value too. So these are realistic. These situations are based on winning now. Okay. If you want to wait the process, I think the best thing for the Atlanta Falcons and the fan base is just understand that this is a process. Yes, we're trying to win, but if we don't, we got to be patient because if we don't, man, we're going to be right back where we were spending a bunch of money and messing up the cap where we were before.
Allow me to respectfully correct somebody. John St. Clair, you don't end discussions. We do. All right. We're just throwing out a scenario, okay? If you don't like it, log off. It's just that simple. You don't end discussions. We do. All right. I mean, get out your feelings. Go walk the dog, okay? All right. Go walk the dog. Go take a break. Go smack your old lady on the ass. But you don't end discussions. But we do. Continue, Mike.
Yeah, like I said, man, this conversation is based on if, okay, if this is the mindset of not only the fans, but this is a conversation based on the organization because we don't know where the organization is at right now. From what I've seen and what I've witnessed in the offseason, they're trying to win now. That's just how I see it. So if the conversation is based on winning now, then we have to take all things into consideration. Again, Tyler Algier, I've been saying he's another one of those guys that you got to look at and say, all right, the dude is a baller, but like if we can get a second round pick for him, yeah, he got you, John. Don't worry about it. But this is a conversation based on the scenario, and I knew this would be a controversial topic, but this is based on if the objective of this team is to win now, then the best thing to do is get rid of the value young players who have yet to come into their own. And I think that's the thing. And we've seen that with the Braves, like I try to say, we've seen that with the Braves. We got rid of some good young talent in order to win now.
I didn't want to see Pache go. I didn't want to see Langoliers go. I didn't want to see Drew Waters go. I didn't want to see more recently Kyle Wright go. I mean, but when you got all your look at the Dodgers. Look at what they're doing. They done completely. I don't even think they got a farm system.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, so I mean, listen, we all have favorites as fans. We got favorites like Mike just mentioned Tyler Algier. I lose my shit. We lose Tyler Algier, but at the same token, if sacrificing Tyler Algier gets us a ring, then so be it.
Right.
I mean, so I listen. I get it, man. We all get it. The quarterback conversation is the most uh, annoying to me, polarizing. The quarterback is always the most polarizing figure in all of the fan bases, and you know, look, we all like what we see in the kid, but we're just only speaking because we discussed this. Only this is a realistic hypothetical too, because it's safe to say we built the win now because 90% of our fan base, right after the Matthew Judon trade, penciled us in the Super Bowl. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
0-1, and it's two guys in our division. They 2-0. However,
Mhm.
they played shitty competition or whatever the case. They 2-0, and we on the road against a team that was in the Super Bowl in the last 3 years, and on prime time on Monday night, it's a good chance. Tomorrow this time we could be 0-2. All right. You know, like I just stated on my pre-recorded show, which y'all will see later. Um, you know, it's not a must win, but it's a helpful win. It's a win that we could use. Okay. Um, win now mode. win
Yeah.
win. So anything, be prepared for anything. That's all.
Anything.
Prepare y'all for anything hey, anything is possible. It's a bunch of teams right now that are thirsting for quarterbacks,
Yeah.
and just look at what's going on around the league. Three, three, 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, Malik Willis was almost out of a job. 3 weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
until Jordan Love is cleared, he's a starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Now I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to rush Jordan Love back, but they're not gonna listen. If he can go out there and go 10 for 12 for 122 yards and no interceptions, one touchdown, and rush for 50 to 60 yards, they'll take their time with getting Jordan Love back. Is my guess if Malik keep playing the way he playing, who would have thought that Malik right now is playing the best out of all the quarterbacks that draft? Look like Brock Purdy had a bad day yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So right now, Malik Willis, believe it or not, is right now, because if you look at the guys that was drafted around him, look at the guys that was drafted around him. Pickett, where is Pickett?
Right.
Um, we already know what happened with Desmond Ritter, and Malik was the third quarterback taken. I think the kid from North Carolina was the fourth quarterback taken, and he was in Washington, and now Jaden Daniels is the quarterback up there. Listen, it's hard to find some type of stability at the quarterback position, and right now we got leverage.
Mm-hmm.
We got leverage. You never know, man. And
How
guess
many
what?
people?
You know, it be kind of be the same with Kirk Cousins. Look, don't get it twisted now. If somebody want to offer us 2 first rounders for Kirk Cousins, and we got Michael Penix ready,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
that's
the thing.
if somebody willing to pay that salary.
Like they
That's
did with Julio. They did the Julio for the most part. They played the second year for Julio. So that, like I said, it's a number of scenarios that you got to take in consideration because this has been done by the Atlanta Falcons. They did the same thing with Matt Ryan, where the Colts took on the last year of his contract. So, like I said, it's something to think about. All right, something to think about because in this current NFL, in this current climate, a lot of fans are pushing organizations to win now. So you're not going to have too much of a future. It's very few organizations. Even you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, they've been complaining about the quarterback position ever since Roethlisberger left, and they was like, "Look, we got to do something because Kenny Pickett ain't it." So they brought in Russ and they brought in Justin Fields. So we do know that the fans do kind of add a little, little extra in regards to how organizations move. But this is main reasons why you can't get attached to players, man. You can't get too attached to players.
I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, man. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm gonna tell y'all when I stopped getting attached to players. I had a series in my life as a fan of the Atlanta teams where I was just blown away. Listen, when 5 year span, when I watched the Braves, when I watched us lose um, Dale Murphy, Deion Sanders twice, and Dominique Wilkins once. When I
Oh
watched
boy.
this man, I stopped catching feelings for players. I mean, listen, that's happened in a 5 year span in Atlanta. We lost Dale Murphy,
Yeah.
Deion Sanders twice, Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah.
Like from 89 to 94. I broke this third knuckle. I broke this third knuckle on my hand when we lost Dominique Wilkins. I punched a locker on the ship in the Navy. Because I used to always go back and forth with these certain Chicago Bull fans on the ship that we was on, and then and this one guy used to always tell me last name was Trice. Trice used to always tell me, man, y'all going, man, Dominique getting up out of Atlanta. I'd be like, man, you need to get the fuck away from me with that bullshit. He came down. He didn't come downstairs. I was upstairs in the mess hall eating, and him and his other Chicago Bull fan, they was just laughing like hell. They went and sat down. He's like, man, what I tell you? I said, man, get the hell away from me, man. I'm trying to eat my goddamn steak and shrimp. Leave me the fuck alone. A fellow Atlanta Hawks fan, he came. He said, "Bruh, you're not gonna believe this shit." I said, "Man, don't you tell me." And he told me we traded Dominique for Danny, man. And boy, my appetite I lost my appetite, man. I stopped eating and went downstairs. I just punched the fucking lock, broke this goddamn knuckle, you know. And you know what? After then, I stopped catching feelings for players. I really did. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some players that play in Atlanta that I'm a little more favorable to, but I stopped catching feelings for them because they know, bro. You never know. Hey, some 1 minute,
Yeah.
next minute you're gone, man. So, I mean, one thing I ain't trying to tell nobody how to fan. You fan how you want to fan, But at the same token, bro, hey, these guys can be here 1 minute and be gone the next minute, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
mean, and shouldn't nobody have no major feelings for anybody who we just drafted anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Okay. He's black, he's left-handed, his name is Mike. I get it. Okay, I get it. All right. That's just a joke, but I'm joking, but I'm half serious too. But look, man, we in win now mode. Like
Yeah.
it's also disappointment if the Falcons don't at the very least win the division. And right now, we lose this game today, we 2 games behind 2 teams.
Yep. So that's the thing. So I know this was an interesting topic to say the least. And like I said, we're gonna have truth. We're gonna have his video uploaded real soon, right after that. But like I said, man, we talk about we had a conversation over here. We had real conversations.
Anthony,
Okay. I knew you were gonna see that. I knew you were gonna see it. But we like to have the conversations over here. We like to actually have the conversation. And like I said, this doesn't necessarily reflect my ideals. You want to know my ideal on it. That's why we have our individual channel. I have an Ask Matt Mike segment where you guys can literally ask us what we think about certain things. But like I said, this is a scenario. We have to I stopped when I lost Matt Ryan, I never saw that shit happening. Everybody know I'm a huge Matt Ryan fan. And then when I saw Peyton Manning go to the damn Broncos, I was like, yep, can't have this. Can't have this. So yeah, man, I stopped thinking about I stopped really, thinking that coaches and coaches, even some favorite coaches out there and players. when they go to new teams, I stop catching feelings for them. So, like I said, at the end of the day, man, you never know who other teams will go out of their way because it might be a team they might be out here. They foolish enough to get a Falcons 5 first round pick for Michael Penix, and the Falcons got to really look at themselves and say, "Shit, look, well, Arch Manning coming out. I think Arch Manning gonna be a baller. There's just me. I think he gonna be a fucking problem.
Hey,
Like you got,
Arch Manning, you got Shador and
yeah."
Carson coming out next year. I mean, look, man, look, it's not going to be a problem getting the quarterback,
It's
man.
not. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I don't think it's a problem because we don't know. It's gonna be 2 years with Michael Penix anyway. Like I said, it's gonna be 2 years to figure out what he is anyway. So if a team comes at you and say, "All right, I'm gonna give you 4 first round picks, and I'm gonna give you a player,
Whew.
a young player on top of it," you tell me you wouldn't even think about it? Oh, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about that.
Hey, nice knowing you.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's just me. Look. I'm gonna say, hey, look, bro. I think I might want to look at that because, like I said, you give me a young player and you give me 4 to 5 first round pick for it, and I can get a Shador, and I can get an offensive tackle to go with that, or I can get Arch Manning and get an offensive tackle to go with that. Yeah, damn right, I'm doing it. I'm thinking about it, at least thinking about it. So, truth, that's all you got, man. We're gonna end this thing because I think we done pissed off the whole world with this video. We done pissed off the whole world with this scenario.
We didn't do
So
this.
what you got?
We really didn't do this to piss nobody off. I mean, it's a hypothetical right now. It's a serious hypothetical.
Yeah.
Down. Quarterbacks are going down in the draw, and we, believe it or not, we have embarrassment of riches at quarterback. We really do. So somebody might overspend. Again, that's a possibility. Somebody might will try to come at us for Kurt. Now replace Penix name with Kirk Cousins. Now would you do that deal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, so
you just got to think about it. Like I said, you just got to think about it, man. Look, it may not happen, and chances are it won't happen. But this is a conversation. You just never know what other teams are thinking because a lot of people in Chicago was like, I don't think that they'll trade Justin Fields. Well, they got him out of there, and they got the young kid Caleb. They got him. So it's like I said, man,
yep.
you have to take everything in consideration.
That boy painted his nails for real.
Man, that man, yeah, and yeah. Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Mister ain't doing his thing. That's all I got to say. Good God Almighty, that's painting your fingernail, bro. What we doing? Yeah, I that yeah. Yeah, he didn't look too hot. He didn't look too hot either. He looked pretty bad in this game. He looked bad.
I know some diehard Chicago Bear fans, and boy, they are livid right now. They livid. You still got that. You still got that contingent that's pissed that they traded Justin.
Yeah.
And, oh man, boy, you know what? I had so many. Boy, I had folks just all in my inbox, just blowing me up about Justin. I said he had 120 some yard pass. Okay, all right. He didn't lose the football game. Good for him. Hey, that Pittsburgh defense kind of look a little different now. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That defense looked legit.
So we trying to tell folks last we look here. People like, man, folks are just already ready to just jump over the ledge. I mean, they started bringing that shit up about the churches. Oh, we shouldn't have never told them churches down. Newsflash, Atlanta fans. It's 100. 5 of y'all on here. Listen. Listen, what's going on with our Atlanta team ain't got jack shit to do with them goddamn churches being tore down. Let me tell you something.
I'm so tired of that one right there, boy.
As a person who half of my family attends one of them churches, trust me, those folks got paid handsomely, got paid well to move them churches, and they got brand new churches, and they doing good in them churches. Okay, but nevertheless, the Atlanta United came in here a year two and won a MLS Cup inside of that building. So
Yeah, it's fine.
churches, please, folks. It ain't about the churches getting tore down. Y'all stop it, please. Cut it out. Bottom line is, Kirk Cousins was colorblind on two of his throws, and he had to go to a silent count because our crowd was being overtaken by the Pittsburgh crowd. That's how we got our 3 turnovers. And TJ Watt ain't got nothing to do with no churches. I'm sorry.
Right.
No church. TJ Watt controlling the line ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn churches being tore down. I'm just mentioning just a few of the narratives. Y'all stop it with the skies falling shit. It's 17 weeks in the season. I expect us to play well too. I usually I wake up with vibes. I expect us to play well tonight. I expect a bounce back game from Kirk Cousins. I just think it was just a bad game for him.
Yeah.
And of course, he's going to be a little. Let me tell you something. Realistically speaking, man, you're going to be coming off an injury like that. You're going to be more cautious. All right. I bet you the Dolphins right now wishing they were more cautious with Tua.
Ooh, boy. Yeah, they look real crazy now.
That whole thing, DeMar Hamlin is the guy that hit him, and DeMar pulled up. DeMar didn't even try to hurt him.
Yeah.
That's the irony of that whole thing. It was DeMar Hamlin that hit him. Now, just imagine what it would do to that kid psychologically
If he would have, yeah.
if Tua was never to play football again. So now DeMar Hamlin got to go through all of his shit again. Like, damn, man.
That your career is almost. That's why I said that situation was just ironic as a mug in itself, because nobody talking about what it may be doing to his psyche.
Yeah.
Because he could have been in that situation where he didn't play football ever again. In fact, as a matter of fact, he was in that situation.
And to my understanding, they say he felt pretty bad. They say he felt pretty bad about what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This affected 2 families.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But so Kirk gonna be okay. I think he got the stank in him to bounce back tonight. And y'all will hear on my show the keys to winning. The keys to us winning tonight. No, they don't have AJ Brown, but they still do got Devontae Smith. They still got Saquon Barkley. They got the legs of Jalen Hurts. So I mean, it's a whole lot of plots and subplots tonight. Again, I expect us to play well, and hopefully playing well gets us a win tonight in Philly.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody. I normally go about an hour and about 30, so we about at that. Like
y'all see how they treat me around here. We need to get a union rep around here. I mean,
hey man, look, you got free access to everything. So don't play me like that, truth. Don't do me like that. All right. So hey man, look, he got a show coming up real soon. Like I said, we're gonna do something. I don't know if we're gonna have a post game show. I might have a post game show tonight. After the game, might do something real quick. So y'all stay tuned to that. But like I said, man, this is a hypothetical situation. This is about the conversation. And you, like I said, you never know. I didn't see the Falcons trading for Matthew Judon. That happened. There's a lot of things that happened. Even bringing in a Justin Simmons, that happened. So a lot of Falcons have done things this year that we never seen coming, including drafting Michael Penix. So, like I said, at the end of the day, you just got to relax, wait things out, be patient. Everything gonna be all right. So, with that being said,
If
we
we
going.
if we don't do a post game show tonight, anybody who's on Facebook and Facebook friends with me,
Mm-hmm.
hit me up because after every I do a game thread in my group Falcons Uncensored, and we always do a little light post game show after that. That's usually LT come on there and rant. Really rant session. LT be on there. I don't even have to argue nobody. I just the LT argue. And we'll do that. And even if both shows go on, I'll usually cut mine off a little sooner, and then I'll jump in over here, and I'm gonna go again in the morning to do a post game wrap up on my channel. I'll get it in between Mike doing his morning, giving you his morning cup of coffee, and OG's Big Sam with his terrible Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. So there we have it, man. Nobody cares about your facts over feelings, Tanky Poo. You still Tanky Poo, okay? I don't know why you did that to yourself. Facts over feelings, and you more in your feelings than I ever seen in my life. With that being said, like I said, man, that's all we got to say about that.
Y'all
This
better y'all better leave my Christy alone now. I don't play about my lady.
hey, look, he'll realize real soon.
I get fucked up now. Like Lee OG, you know.
So that being said, we out of here, man. Peace.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Popped out like flavors. What me?
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.